Today's video is a very serious topic, so I'm going to give you guys a trigger warning off top and just say that this video is going to contain some pretty dark and very sad and shocking scenarios that I really can't believe myself. Honestly, I really can't believe some of the stuff that I've been reading, some of the stuff that I've been hearing. It's actually crazy. It's very sad and it's very tragic. So this is a trigger warning, basically, for anybody watching this video. This is going to contain some really sad backstory about a young child, really, a young girl who lost her life, and the very dark backstory all around it. So it's very likely you've already heard the news, you've already heard a little bit of some tidbits about this story, but this recently broke just a few days ago. Authorities ID'd a body found in a car, and the mother of the girl that was ID'd deceased in the car told TMZ that it's her missing daughter. And the car belonged to, I guess, R&B singer by the name of David, D4VD. So the person whose body was found in singer David's Tesla has been identified as Celeste Rivas, and TMZ spoke to her mother, who said she had a boyfriend named David. Celeste was 15, according to the LA County Medical Examiner, and just several days ago, TMZ got a tip that the victim was a young girl who had gone missing from Lake Elsinore, California in April 2024, and this is her. This is the missing persons report that was filed and put out there all the way back from April 2024. So more than a year, this girl has been missing, and unfortunately, she's surfaced, no longer with us. And there's no real nice way to say this, but chopped up and stuffed in the trunk of this Tesla, super dark stuff. So TMZ contacted Celeste's mother, who told us she felt that the body found in the Tesla might have been her daughter. She said the police description, which included a tattoo on her finger with the letters shush, matched her daughter's. And as we're going to find out later, David has a matching tattoo. But there's a lot to this story that we're going to get into, and I've found a lot of things that you probably haven't seen before related to this. But it said that she was found wearing black leggings and a tube top, plus 2 pieces of jewelry, a metal stud, an earring, and a metal chain bracelet in the shape of a W. Cops have been working to identify the victim's identity ever since body parts were found last week in a Tesla at a Hollywood impound lot where it was towed after being abandoned in the Hollywood Hills. The car has a Texas plate and is registered to David himself. It was never reported stolen, but he's been on tour, continuing to perform, and sources say that he's cooperating with the police. So when this car turned up, it said hacked up body found in impounded Tesla linked to singer. A lot of people didn't know what this was all about. A lot of people, including myself, assumed when this first surfaced that this might have been a case where he'd left a car, he'd lent a car to somebody, the car had been abandoned, and somebody had gone and done a madness in the car. But as we're now finding out, the connection between the girl that was found and this singer David is a little bit hard to ignore. But the cops said human remains were found in the car, and it was being treated as a death investigation, most likely a homicide. Now, just to jump back, I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory about David. So he actually started his career as a Fortnite YouTuber, and he got into music because he basically learned what copyright claims were on YouTube. Now, if you don't know copyright claims, you'll notice I never play music. I never play the music by the rappers that I cover in my videos. I never play songs. I might show some B-roll from a music video under fair use, or analyze what's going on, but I never play the songs, even though by fair use you should be allowed to play the songs if you're analyzing them, giving critique and analysis. But he basically found out the hard way that when you upload anything with a licensed song, well, not licensed, but an official song onto YouTube, you end up getting a copyright claim. And so he was making Fortnite compilations, and he ended up becoming a musician off the back of this, essentially learning what copyright claims were, learning where all of his money was going when he was making these Fortnite compilations with, industry music in them. So before we get further into the deep and dark backstory around this case, let's just have a little refresher and look at this Billboard article all about David. It says how Fortnite led 18-year-old David to quietly dominate alternative music. As part of the next generation of savvy superstars, the singer-songwriter has gone from being an avid gamer to crafting hits and signing a label deal in less than a year. Now, David was the leader of Billboard's 21 Under 21 that year. I think this was 2023. And so this basically breaks down his whole rise from the top, up to the top of the music industry, essentially. Since stepping out into the world, the 18-year-old has quickly become one of alternative music's most promising new artists, thanks to his emotive ballads, breakout hit, Romantic Homicide, and Sleep Well, as well as teen angst bangers Worthless and DTN. He boasts a total career tally of views of 614 million US streams at this point in 2023. And now as David prepares for his upcoming debut EP, Petals to Thorns, his life mostly happens on the move, but making music wasn't always on the cards for the Queens-born, Houston-based David. So he's savoring the moment and bringing his family along for the ride. So it says here that when he was a teenager, like many teenage boys, he was an avid gamer. He took a liking to Fortnite in his early teens and would use popular songs on the soundtrack of his gameplay montages that he posted on YouTube. But after receiving multiple copyright strikes, his mother encouraged him to create his own music. By late 2021, David was using his sister's walk-in closet to experiment with the only recording equipment he had at the time, his iPhone, earbuds, and online making music software BandLab. His inspiration came from video game storylines and alt-rock bands that he discovered through other YouTube montages like The Neighborhood, Arctic Monkeys. And he eventually created his first song, the ethereal, piano-led track, Runaway, and several tracks would follow. And he essentially rose to the top, had songs on the Billboard Hot 100, and was a very successful artist. So I'm going to get into, I've got a whole timeline here that I've built up. I'm probably going to do a bigger, deeper dive on the main channel about this at some point if the story keeps developing. But I've got a whole document here of things that happened that are very strange, honestly. So one thing that really doesn't make sense to me is that it appears that this young girl that lost her life, Celeste, she essentially had got to know David on Discord of all places. Okay, a very, very bizarre way of meeting somebody. But essentially what ended up happening is that she ends up meeting this guy on Discord, this young girl. So as you'll see from this image here I've got in my document, she signed up for Discord on January the 4th, 2021, when she would have just been 10 years old. So she was 10 years old. She joins Discord. Like a lot of young people do, Discord is where a lot of things are going on these days for the youngsters, for the youth, the Discord, all right? We're not on MySpace, Bebo, all of that stuff. We're on Discord, the kids are on Snapchat, all of this stuff. And unfortunately, as we're seeing, this is going to be a prime example of where essentially a young child ends up falling into a very dark web, just sordid behavior through a social networking app like Discord with just absolutely... with absolutely no safety, with no defenses, with no guardrails. She joins this Discord at 10 years old and begins speaking to people who ultimately she probably shouldn't be speaking to. So this girl, Celeste, her birthday is September the 7th. And essentially in 2021, she turned 11 years old. And people are saying that this is how old she was when David actually met her. This is the same year that he started his music career. Okay, people are saying this is so disgusting, I can't even fathom it. She looks visibly 11 years old. What is your 18-year-old ass doing with an 11-year-old? She is a baby. All right, that's what people are saying. So curiously, this is the same year that David really starts his music career. And he starts it right really at the end of 2021 when he releases this song, Runaway. And a lot of people, as you're going to see, as you're going to discover through the course of this video, a lot of people believe that every single song that he put out was damn near a confession. And a lot of people believe that if you actually read the titles of the songs, it kind of tells the whole story. It's dark. It's very dark. And the more I've looked into this, I've gone through his catalog and looked at every song and every upload and every bit of backstory around it. And it is truly dark. So he drops this song, Runaway. It had very creepy lyrics all about, having somewhere for somebody to come and stay with him. It says, please don't run away from me. Please don't run away. I got a place if you come and stay. A lot of these lyrics now, looking back at them, are very twisted and seem to tell a story of kind of what was going on behind the scenes. And now you can go to pretty much any one of the songs by David and see the comments. And the comments are kind of saying the same thing. There's a lot to be said about the comments on these videos now. People are saying this is scary AF. He was obsessed with Celeste. Like, I'm up at 2 a.m. listening to every song. She was a little girl. He's really sick. Rest in peace to her. People saying all of his songs from first to last in order are a confession. He definitely did that. The song titles are like a timeline of everything. So that song was followed up by another song called You and I that released on January the 8th, 2022. And so this song drops next, okay? And once again, not too much to be said about the lyrics of this song, but once again, the comments support what I just said. All of these song titles are confessions and in order. I feel sick to my stomach reading all of these. Oh my God. After finding, this is an old comment from 2 years ago. This is crazy. It's all lining up. He was definitely obsessed with Celeste, and all of these songs are about her. R.I.P. Celeste. R.I.P. Put this man away for life. And from here, he keeps on dropping music. So on February the 4th, a month later, he drops this song. It's called Life's a Dream. And so this one comes out. And essentially, it's the same thing. Life's a Dream feels like the next chapter. David completely head over heels for Celeste, unlike in Runaway or You and I, where there's the hesitation and conflict. Here, he's deep in it, wanting her to know him fully, love him fully, and care for him. It's like he's lost in the fantasy of what they could be, even if reality keeps reminding them it's complicated. This song legit makes me too emotional with the recent events. I listened to David's music before he was famous, saw his rise and peak, and this song is like a closure to his career. He made music that helped me when I was at my lowest, and seeing the artist that I looked up to for so long do something this disgusting is the most disappointing thing ever. Rest in peace, Celeste. I'm too deep, guys. Unfortunately, have to give these views, but I'm here to hear his confessions, and that's what they're saying all of these songs are, confessions. So on February the 24th, 2022, he releases another song called Bleed Out. It's another dark, strange song. And people in the comments are saying, my theory, she just wanted to go home after running away with him. She was young, she probably got homesick and tried to leave him. He was obsessed and decided that her wanting to go home was her not loving him anymore, and finally just hurt her. His obsession shows in the music, and it's horrifying. People saying, dude, I'm shocked that no one's talking about this specific song. It used to be one of my favorites, but now it kind of sounds like an angry ex who did something he wasn't supposed to. I think we both know who dies here. So that lyric, people are saying, hasn't aged well. And the lyrics of this song are definitely alarming. I mean, the track is called Bleed Out, but the lyrics themselves are quite alarming. So on the track, he talks about, I watched you leave. You said that you'll be back soon. You've got blood on your sleeves. The pieces you cut from me, I bleed out. The pain and suffering I'll take now. And it is sounding like a bitter, controlling man. He says, I look into your eyes, I can see right through your lies, and it's a terrible disguise. I think we both know who dies here. Too much on your mind. The truth is what you hope to find, but you can't leave the past behind. You're the only one that lies here. It says, late in the afternoon, I thought I saw you leave, but you're still next to me. Bloodstains on your sleeve. Stay away. I won't be deceived. Very suspicious and very dark. So after this, on March the 17th, 2022, he drops another song called I'm Lost, featuring Flaws. And he basically, the people in the comments are saying, you dead ass listed all of your songs in the order of your mental disconnect. That's crazy, bro. Now, after this, on March the 28th, 2022, he drops this song, Decide. And this one has got a couple of very, very revealing lyrics in it. It says, I decide, you decide, we can't go back. I don't know, you don't know, we don't know, just stay right here. Can't we just take our time? We don't have to get attached. I know what the problem is. I cannot wait until I undo all my mistakes. Maybe then we can just run away. Tell me, do you feel at home when you're by my side? I hope you feel the same way I do. And what really is dark in this one is he basically goes on to say, I know what the problem is. Save your tears. 7 years. Now, as I've already said, at this point in the timeline, that girl Celeste was just 11 years old. 7 years would be the difference between her and adulthood being 18. I think that's a very dark, very twisted lyric. And people are even commenting on Genius. This bloke is talking about waiting for the girl that he groomed to turn 18 in 7 years. He says, I know life is complicated. You don't have to say it anymore. I don't know if I'm going to make it. We both have to find a way to work it out. My head is aching. You're the one that started this. Talks about hiding far away. Yeah. It's dark. Okay, so after this, he drops another song. Yeah, this song is called More Than Just Friends. Yeah. So this one dropped on April the 24th, 2022. And on this song, he appears to me to threaten to kill somebody for friend zoning him. We all know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? You meet a girl that you like, want to try and make a play, you get put in that friend zone. That's a hard zone to get out of, okay? But on this song, he's basically threatening to kill somebody who put him in a friend zone by the sound of it. He's talking about, you told me we would never be more than just friends, but I don't really care. I'm going to put it to an end. You never really cared about me. It was just pretend. I told you keep it 10 or you'll end up dead. Oh, I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. I did everything you told me to. What's wrong with you? Pieces put together like a puzzle. Talks about, I don't want to do this anymore. I swear I've never felt this way before, but it feels like it's never going to end. I want to hold your hand. I remember the things you said. Your words always stab me, hurt and offend. I could have avoided you way back then. Oh, how I regret. I feel so upset. Devoured my soul, and then on to the next. It's dark. It's dark, but it only gets worse. So this next song, Dirty Secrets, drops just 2 days later, okay? And it's just this, it's the same old story. People saying this feels so dystopian. What do you mean that he was confessing all along? I hope the LAPD are also looking through his music videos and the lyrics to all of his music. So a lot of people were saying, all right, a lot of people were saying that this was really about what was going on. And not only that, so after this, on May the 10th, 2022, David puts out a tweet that a lot of people looking back at now believe was actually about Celeste. So he posted this tweet saying, when I was writing this, I got a notification from you as you were talking about wanting to be with your mum and your sister again. Take me where I belong, but our circumstances won't allow us to be in our ideal situations. We got to push through it, bro. People in the comments saying, what type of manipulation and grooming is this? So disgusting. What the hell? People saying, yep, you definitely did that. You're cooked. This is crazy. This was actually crazy. And the original post that he's apparently commenting under was deleted by the author here. From here, he keeps on dropping songs with titles that are just very, very suspect. On May the 18th, 2022, he drops this song called Past Love. And again, people in the comments saying, these songs are literally evidence. Can't believe nobody's really talking about it right now. Like there are more songs than just Romantic Homicide, R.I.P. Celeste. People are saying he was planning it before he even killed her. His songs are in chronological order from when he was thinking about killing her, when she was trying to leave him, when he first killed her, and then living with the guilt of it afterwards, talking about how he feels no mercy and how he didn't cry. People saying, bro, the shh, that's the matching tattoo. It's messed up. There's stuff in there that I don't even want to read, okay? So the day after Past Love, he drops another song called Separate. And it has lyrics all about not wanting to separate from his lover and also lyrics about toting guns. And now people are saying, look, I can't even listen to his music in peace anymore. I always felt a connection to his music because my boyfriend was murdered and the beats always made me feel calm. But this situation is just sick. People are saying, bro, this guy is actually sick. Damn, we got to be living in a movie or something. And the lyrics on Separate were a little bit suspect. I'm not going to lie to you. The lyrics on Separate were a little bit messed up. He's almost on some Tay-K stuff on this, right? He's talking about Nina got a chopper with a K. If I say I love you, then it's only for the day. I don't want no trouble. But if it ain't about money, then we got to separate. Oh my God, Shorty got the cake. Red dot, chopper hit his face. Always down to kiss me. Got higher than a plane. But I don't even know if I'm going to make it through the day. And then he's just talking about chopper with a K. Made it out the mud. This is kind of like almost like a gangster rap song. And it says, if he run up on me, I'm going to make him pass away. A. This was followed on June the 3rd by another song titled Never Again. And it's the same thing. You're going to see the same thing on every single song. All right? Every single song. Okay? People are saying this is just crazy. Okay? Hearing this after the news is crazy. And this particular song, Never Again, it had more lyrics where he's essentially singing about being obsessed with a girl and having to bring her home. Okay, he says, never again. It's been the wrong time for a long time. Only love me in the nighttime, something's going on. Can you tell me what's wrong? You've been away for too long. You know I hate it when you're gone. I gotta bring you back home. I was so focused on you and I. Late nights on the road, it was just you and I. I want you all to myself, so baby, come through. But never, never, but never, never, never again. Yeah. So the next track he dropped was on June the 23rd, 2022. June the 19th, 2022. And this song was called Wasting Your Time. And it's all about falling in and out of love with somebody. Right? Saying everything I did it for you. Baby, tell me lies. I need something to hold on, and I know it ain't the truth because we fell out of love again. Is it hate or adrenaline? Came over when you had no plans. I just feel like I'm wasting your time again. And I know it ain't the truth. I know it ain't the truth because we fell out of love again. So after this, on July the 10th, he drops a song called DTN. Once again, everyone's in the comments saying, how can you read the lyrics and not truly think anything weird about him? Madly incriminating. So people are thinking these lyrics are extremely incriminating on this song. And I got to say, this one is extremely dark. So this one has lyrics outright about killing somebody that he's breaking up with, right? Saying, I don't ever want to tell a lie, no, but I don't ever want to say goodbye, no. But I know everything will be all right. I need you to look into my eyes, but I don't want to tell lies. One more step into my head, we breaking up again. And I don't understand, I'm locked inside your chest. I'm trying to kill you slowly. Yeah, we're going to die tonight. Please don't cry about it. Don't want to live my life without you. I've been trying to change it. Look, this is it's just crazy. It's actually fucked up. It's fucked up, all right? Don't have to explain things. We ain't on the same page. I've been trying to change things. You are so impatient. I won't keep you waiting long. Psych. I don't care about you. Live my life without you. Don't need no more stress around me. Live my life alone. Got no stress around me. Now, your average normal relationship shouldn't really have this much stress, but it seems like whatever he was dealing with was on another level. Now, the next track he drops is called Here With Me, and this was a hit. This has 131 million views just on the official audio on YouTube, okay? And unfortunately, this also has some more suspect lyrics. Once again, people are in the comments saying his whole discography is a confession. Rest in peace, Celeste. I don't care how long it takes. Yeah, buddy, you did it. And the thing that really raised everyone's eyebrows in the lyrics on this song were essentially the lines where he's talking about wanting to spend his life with somebody and frequently referring to not caring how long it takes. So we already had this lyric about waiting 7 years, and now we're talking about not caring how long it takes. Watch the sunrise along the coast as we're both getting old. Can't describe what I'm feeling. All I know is we're going home, so please don't let me go. And if it's right, I don't care how long it takes. As long as I'm with you, I've got a smile on my face. Save your tears. It'll be okay. Watch the sunrise as we're getting old. I mean, come on, man. Like, just one more time before we float off into the wind. And all the time we spent waiting for the light to take us in have been the greatest moments of my life. Now, after this, we get to the song that is probably the most infamous at the moment when it comes to this guy, David. This is the song Romantic Homicide. Now, a lot of people are basically saying that this is the YNW Melly Murder on My Mind moment of this case. You can see people here in the comments saying this is Murder on My Mind all over again. Rest in peace, Celeste. They are definitely 100% going to use this stuff in court. Crazy to think this is now a confession. Him saying, I'm sick of waiting for someone that won't even arrive. That line hit me so damn hard. It hits different now. It hit different now. So the lyrics of Romantic Homicide, right? And apparently this song was originally titled Romantic Murder. It was eventually changed to Romantic Homicide. Doesn't really change the facts of the matter. But yeah, this song, it's just so dark. Like, I can't believe this. I don't know why, but I think it's like we used to hearing rappers talking about, you know, the ops that they killed and all the bodies they got. And I'm not condoning it, but I think people see it as almost virtuous, as like, well, you're going to battle in the gang war, you're killing people to defend yourself, to defend your gang, to defend your neighborhood and your family, essentially, or to avenge your fallen brothers. There's definitely not anything honorable about whatever this is. And I think this is just extra dark. You never hear rappers bragging about or dropping hints about innocent people that they kill, catching an innocent body, hitting a child with a stray bullet. You don't hear that. And I think with this stuff, it's kind of like, because the crime behind it is so heinous, it's so much more, it's so much more unspeakable than the gang violence that we're used to hearing in rap songs. It just hits so close to home. And naming the song Romantic Homicide after what we found out now is just absolutely dark. And you notice these white roses covered in blood. This is a big motif for David. A lot of his music videos will reference white roses. Now, probably doesn't take a genius to understand what a white rose represents, a white wedding dress, you know, the white, the clean, the untouched, unbothered. Yeah, very, very messed up. All right. And so in the lyrics, talking about, I'm scared. It feels like you don't care. Enlighten me, my dear. Why am I still here? I don't mean to be complacent with the decisions you made, but why? In the back of my mind, you died, and I didn't even cry. No, not a single tear. And I'm sick of waiting patiently. I'm sick of waiting patiently for someone that won't even arrive. Now, David allegedly explained the meanings behind these lyrics in an episode of Genius Verified, saying it's kind of like the storytelling aspect of the lyrics that came before it in a way that builds up to the big moment where she died in the back of my mind. I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died. Not a single tear. Now, I've seen people online take different meanings and interpretations from that one part of the song, where it's like their past selves that are dying. They're not even caring about it because they've evolved and become better people or killed addictions or other stuff. So it's very powerful in that way too. Now with what we know, it just hits completely different. But he's saying, you died, I didn't even cry, not a single tear. I'm sick of waiting patiently for someone that won't even arrive. In the back of my mind, I killed you, and I didn't even regret it. But it's true, I hate you. Yeah, very messed up, okay? And so while this is going on, while these songs are coming out, and he's building up this catalogue of very dark, twisted lyrics, it later surfaced that on August the 26th, 2022, Discord messages between Celeste and David allegedly revealed that she was basically complaining to him that her parents weren't letting her go to his show. She said, my parents are so effing annoying. They won't let me go and see you perform. Heartbroken emoji. And he basically replies saying, don't worry, I'll fix it. And people saying, I wonder what he means by I'll fix it. And people saying, yeah, does that make me think that he paid them off in exchange for her or something like that? Basically human trafficking. People saying who had these screenshots and decided to keep them. People are saying it's a Discord with either close people or fans, as we see other stuff of people him saying is Celeste in there. So she was with her parents 2022 through 2023, decided to run away with him for real in 2024, was found dead in late 2025. So, as I told you before, okay, her birthday is September the 7th, all right? And from here, there begins to be a very strange and dark pattern that emerges. Because it seems like what ends up happening is that he ends up doing little things for her on her birthdays. And these are public things. So this is the music video for Romantic Homicide. And he decided to unveil this to the world on September the 7th, 2022, which would have been Celeste's 12th birthday. Just turning 12 at this point. Complaining to him about not being able to go to the shows. That was just a couple of weeks before that Reddit post where she's saying, my parents won't let me go to your show. Now, should a 12-year-old be going to a show like this? Probably not. He said he'll fix it. Now, this music video now has 182 million views, okay? And it seemed to have an actress in the video that honestly looks a little bit like the girl that went missing. And you're going to notice this is another theme. This is something else that comes up. All right, you see her? People are saying she looks like the girl that went missing with the curly hair, kind of fair skin. It's very dark. He appeared to see... I mean, look, we can't say for sure. I'm sure there's going to be a trial. Maybe there won't be. But it seemed to me that he saw this person as his muse. Not only is he making these lyrics that appear to reference the things that were going on between them, allegedly, seemingly, but this, not the same actress, but there's several actresses that appear in music videos of his that bear how can I say this? They bear a striking resemblance to the girl that went missing. And again, people in the comments, they're saying that this is a cursed video. David's lawyers are not going to have a field day with this one. this is going to end up on one of those darkest YouTube videos series. All right? People saying that this is turning up in their recommendations. They're saying they're definitely going to play this in court. Netflix is on their way to make this a documentary. I'm calling it R.I.P. Celeste. All right? People saying, I can't believe I've been vibing this whole time to a literal murder confession. All right? Very twisted. So this music video releasing on her birthday, on her 12th birthday, is very bizarre and very, very spooky. All right? And a lot of people basically said, look, XQC figured out that David released a song every year on her birthday. Now, that's not strictly true, but there's a couple instances that we're going to see that he did put things out on her birthday. Very, very dark. And not only that, as we're going to discover, the spoiler alert, but the body itself was discovered on, I believe, September the 8th, the day after her birthday. People are saying, so you think he purposely allowed himself to get caught on her birthday as a memorial for her? Insane if true. Yeah, that is crazy. That is actually crazy. So, essentially, look, XQC, they're saying he figured out that he's dropping music every time on her birthday, all right? And after this, we see some other stuff happen that's very messed up. So this is apparently a comment from the Discord where they were in touch with each other, with David asking on the 23rd of October 2022, is Celeste in here? And she replies, hi, David Bark. So after this, he drops another music video for a song titled Here With Me on November the 23rd, 2022. And this video, yet again, features another actress that looks suspiciously, startlingly similar to the girl that passed away. Look at this. And it's a love story. He's running along the beach, getting close, getting skin to skin with this girl. And honestly, it is actually scary how similar she looks. She obviously looks older. She looks of age. But the fact that this is the person who was chosen to be in the music video is bonkers. It's bonkers. I'm honestly like, what am I even seeing? All right? And you don't sleep on these lyrics. I don't care how long it takes. Are you joking? Are you kidding me? Like this scene. They're studying together. They're having good times together. They're walking along the beach together, truly in love. All right? And the connotation in this video is that they're growing older together. Now it's an older model. All right? This is her to begin with. I mean, really? I'm sorry, but just, I mean, look at the resemblance is actually twisted. I could believe that they're related, honestly. I mean, look, just that's the girl. That's the real girl, Celeste. It's unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable. And the song has 246 million views. He's putting this out there on Front Street for everybody to see. Looking back, it's absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. I mean, I just can't even. There aren't even words. There aren't even words to describe it. Like, I'm just in disbelief. This is what this guy had going on. And obviously people are in the comments talking about the resemblance is crazy work. God rest her soul. As we're both getting old, it's only you. So this is just the music video for Here With Me. We already looked at the lyrics about this song earlier because the song had already come out. But now this came with the official music video. And this is when it really became a hit song. And there you go. You just see from the video what we're dealing with here, okay? And it just continues on from there. So the next track was called Poetic Vulgarity. And look, it's the same thing. The lyrics of this one are outrageous. So in the comments, look at what this person said. Insanely, one of the most creative and not in a good way, still until proven guilty or innocent sociopaths of all time. Millions of people listening to Confessions as master love, pain or sorrow songs. All of the phrases of his emotional state are all in the music from top to bottom. If you type the lyrics or read them without a beat, it becomes clearer and the veil of confusion becomes lifted. People are saying every song has a drop of guilt of what he did to that little girl. So there was one lyric that particularly stood out to me on this track, Poetic Vulgarity. And the title itself says a lot too. I mean, Poetic Vulgarity, that really describes his entire career, his entire catalogue at this point, okay? Saying, hello, are you there? Because I missed you at the show tonight. Now, we just learned about somebody wanted to come to that show, couldn't make it to the show. Missed you at the show tonight. Anywhere, anytime, I just want to make sure you're right. If you're off with someone better, I won't fault you. What can I do but complain about us? We never fit in the same frame. The pictures always cut me out. And this is the lyric that really gets my blood boiling, to be honest with you. The right love, but in the wrong time frame. Heart too small, you had to push me out. So he goes on to say, heartless woman, time-consuming, headache-inducing whore. That's all you are. That's all you ever were. How does it feel to have your heart in your throat and biting the flesh? How does it taste? I still remember the kisses you gave to a broken boy. Yeah, it is wild. So on March the 9th, 2023, he drops another song. This one's called Worthless. And in the comments of this, people are starting to work out these sort of like motifs and symbolism that he's actually hiding in his music videos and in his songs. All right. And there's other lyrics people are pointing out too that are a little bit dark. People saying the appearance of him in a white blindfold and covered in blood in almost every single music video is so effing eerie and psychotic. The foreshadowing is crazy. Man with such beautiful talent wasted. All of his songs hit different now. So look at this. I think the fact his romantic homicide look, the white blindfold, appearing in a lot of his music videos, even if it's just a small snippet, definitely is his way of saying that he can't escape what he did to Celeste. Rest in peace, sweet angel. I'm sorry. So Worthless had a few alarming lyrics in it too, particularly one saying he should have run away by now. Something about running away. He's always talking about running away. He might talk about it in terms of him, in terms of somebody else running away. And we don't know whether this is he personifying himself and talking about her running away from home in the first person, or is he talking about running away from the potential consequences of being a grade A nonce? There's no other way of saying it. I just left a party with a girl. She said she doesn't want me. I feel out of body, the way the world keeps wishing death upon me. Take it away, feel it now, red all in the face, don't calm me down. Because every time the sun comes up, I start feeling worthless. It's easier said than done. I'm trying to find my purpose. I should have ran away by now. I can't escape this town. It's taking a minute for me to adjust. It's taking a minute for me to give up. It's been easier to forget and shut up. So what am I waiting on? Somebody to put me to sleep? I'm done. I'm done. I'm not going to lie. Like, there's little moments when he talks about him being put to sleep, him going away. You know, should I run? It's almost like he's talking about he knows he's committed a heinous crime and he needs to go on the run. He might be getting the death. He could be looking at the death penalty. If all of this turns out to be really true, I don't know how it works from California and all that stuff. But you know what I'm saying? They said Draco used to be saying he was fighting the DP. Our boy David might be fighting the death penalty. So when he says somebody put me to sleep, I'm done. Who knows if that's what might end up happening from it? It's wild. So a little while after this, he announces his Petals to Thorns EP and tour with a trailer. Once again, blood on the white sheets. More symbolism, okay? The white flower being picked apart. Dark, like twisted. Now, with the information we have now, absolutely twisted, all right? And people in the comments are pointing out the same thing, okay? They're noticing the motifs. They're noticing that something's going on. People saying, hell no. This dude is straight up confessing. The titles are confessions. He separates the blindfold character from himself, as in blindfold does the bad, and he is the good, wearing it to escape his self-made hell. I'm spooked. This guy is crazy. People are saying there's only 2 recent comments on this one. Y'all ain't done enough digging. Wait till they see this. People saying Celeste was his white rose. Purity, loyalty, romance. He held to it, and the thorns are the repercussions of taking a flower. A minor, knowing damn well that it would never end well for him. Justice is blind. By wearing the blindfold, his killing of this poor child is his way of absolving his crime. This video explains all of the symbolism in his videos. This is the ultimate confession of them all. Every time he's in a blindfold with blood and a t-shirt in any video, it's weird. Everybody's saying he knew one day we were going to come back to this. All right. You see, when a human being is drained of all of its blood, it becomes pale and lifeless, just as the rose. This guy is twisted. Look, he's just explaining it all. I'll read it. I won't play the audio. It says, universally regarded as a symbol of purity, loyalty, and romance. But that's not the reason I took a liking to it. You see, when a human being is drained of all of its blood, It becomes pale and lifeless, just like the rose. Visually appealing, only good to observe and admire. But the moment you go and pick it up, you get stabbed. This guy is tapped. This guy is tapped. Bruh. What's wrong with this man? This guy's the biggest psychopath I've ever come across. But or should I say, a separate part of me indulges himself in the thorns. You're indulging. Lock him up, man. Lock him up. Like, we're just gonna, bruh. Dousing himself in the blood of his own negligence. I don't even want to. Blood. I don't even want to explain it, but just use your brain. Right, lock him up. Lock him up. In the blood of his own negligence without even vetting the misleading beauty. Wait, what? Without even vetting the misleading beauty? Are you crazy? Bro. Oh my God. I can't believe what I'm seeing at this point. Wearing a blindfold only to escape his self-made hell, accountable only to pain. I have placed this part of me throughout this project. In different areas of melody, lyrics, and delivery. You'll feel it when you get there. Follow me through this journey of holding a rose, petal by petal, until they fall short. And I have no choice but to catch it by the thorns. Petals to thorns. Out soon. And he announced a whole worldwide tour. All right? This guy's something else. This guy's a different kind of beast. This is like, I feel like I'm watching Dexter at this point. This is insane. Okay, so there's more wild stuff going on, all right? I'm going to show you something from my document real quick, okay? So they were saying, maybe it wasn't just Celeste, all right? But they were saying that he was caught out on his Discord on an E-date with a 14-year-old when he was 18, all right? So a young ting, essentially, saying, David, on an E-date with me right now, all right? And it's confirmed. Just saying 14, I just made you a PDF file. I'm 14, I'm 14. All right? Just, bro, twisted. I don't even want to look at some of this stuff. It's so twisted, all right? So, he keeps on releasing music. He keeps on releasing music videos. And, of course, it might not surprise you to know that in the next video, titled Sleep Well, this is getting ridiculous. Titled Sleep Well, and there's going to be some more interesting casting decisions again. Look at this. Once again, look at the resemblance. It's twisted. Look at the resemblance. Look at this person. Like, I'm in disbelief that anyone could even do something so insane. I mean, you see the curls. It looks like the same person. And he's got him laying next to a projected picture of her, like reminiscing like she's not around anymore. Right? Look what's going on in this video. It looks just like her. It looks exactly the same, all right? And then the lyrics, once again, are twisted, all right? It may not surprise you to know that the lyrics of this are twisted as well, okay? And everyone just in the comments is just saying, here we go again. Netflix is going to have a field day with this story, all right? We're going back to every song. The white roses in every video, it's all connected. All the girls in the videos look like Celeste. There it is again. Her name was Celeste. All this astronomy, shooting stars, celestial sky imagery. He's poetic for sure, and he just can't help telling on himself. The hidden meanings are crazy, all right? The projection of her on the wall that he's sitting his back against. She was gone because of him, and every song he's mourning her and saying that he'll always be with her and grow old with her. This is sick. It is. It's sick and it's twisted. Until I started watching these videos, I didn't truly appreciate how wild this was. I didn't even want to believe that this was true at first, all right? Sleep well. Sleep well. We're calling it sleep well. Do you think about me every night before you go to sleep? I know you must be terrified of what you see in your dreams, but I'm here for you still. And even if you don't think that I'm near, I'll still be right next to you, my dear. And the way you make me feel has the power to make the whole world stand still. Who's to say our love isn't real? I think LA County will have a good reason why your love isn't real, unfortunately. I know I'm not the perfect guy, but I think I'm doing just all right. It doesn't matter what you thought of me then, what you think of me now. We haven't always seen eye to eye, but right now, won't you look at mine? Don't be scared. There's no such thing as fear. When you sleep, just know that I'm here for you still. So he dropped another song after this. Okay. So this is May the 25th, 2023. It's a song called The Bridge. And this music video, we're not seeing another Celeste lookalike, but what we are seeing is somebody getting twist up in a plastic bag, which, as we know, unfortunately, it does sound like the body was found wrapped in plastic. And the lyrics are no better. Okay, the lyrics are no better. He sings all about, essentially not being able to get over somebody and being willing to die for love. Over water, there's a bridge, and I can't seem to get to you. The fear of a loss, what I always succumb to. The way I feel, I can't capture it all, like the waves that I sink in when you tell me I'm not. Enough, shut up, because I'd kill myself for you. Walk in the dark, I can't find my way to you. Gone, gave it all, and it's all my fault. But I chose to keep holding on to the love that you threw away. I'm stuck in my ways, so you know I'm not faking. You thought I was simple, so you got complicated. Don't get complicated. Don't you get complicated. That's the reason we separate. And the water rising faster before and after climbing the ladder, screaming at me louder to let it go. Should have let it go. So he's saying that he's willing to hurt himself over this person, over this situation. Okay. He follows that up with another song called Backstreet Girl. Okay. And I personally believe that this Backstreet Girl, it's kind of low-key, it's almost disparaging to the person he's talking about. Backstreet Girl, a girl from the backstreets. A girl out on the streets, should be at home, isn't at home, is in the back streets, all right? Same backstreet girl from another world with eyes like the ocean, so trapped in emotion. What a lovely girl with a heart of gold. She's losing her focus because she thinks she's hopeless. And I don't want to break her heart, no, not you. Loving her way too soon. Loving her way too soon, no. But I don't want to wait too long for someone to love you before I do, no. He's saying, I don't want to break her heart, loving her way too soon. How soon? 7 years, 6 years too soon? But I don't want to wait too long for somebody to love you before I do. So is he saying that, look, if I've got to wait till you're 18, someone else is going to swoop in and take you from me? I don't know, but it is twisted. Because is it okay if it's okay if you cry because I keep holding you? Backstreet Girl from another world. Yeah. It's dark. So all of these songs, there were a bunch of songs back to back that were all part of his project, the Petals to Thorns EP. So this was the Petals to Thorns EP. It's all wrapped up in that metaphor for the white rose. Very dark, very twisted, all right? It was David's first entry on the Billboard 200. It peaked at number 105 on the albums charts. And, this was a breakthrough moment for him, okay? And there were more songs on there that were a little bit suspicious. So he had a song on there that was a duet with a guy called Laufey. Or I think it's a girl called Laufey. And this is another song about a painful romance. All about sitting on the bleachers alone, wondering where it went wrong. The ringing of bells and the sound of the tone. I haven't heard it in years. I'm not going to lie to you. Sounds like you're in a school that you shouldn't be in. That you are too old to be in. The ringing of bells and the sound of the tone. I haven't heard it in years. What are you doing at the school where you can hear the bells that you haven't heard in years? Shouldn't be there. Shouldn't be there. Walking in the rain past your home, feet soaking wet, missed phone calls on your phone. This is how it feels to fall in love with you, to always think of you, to always dream of you. Yes, it hurts so much to fall in love with you. All right? Bro. These little, bruh. The ringing of bells and the sound of tone you haven't heard in years. You shouldn't be hearing that. Okay? So after this, he had another song on that project was called You and I. Nearly all love songs, nearly all have these dark backwards meanings, okay? So this song came out, You and I, right? It was on the project. And, it's a song all about a woman running away from him and being obsessed with her. I dream about you and I, but why do I even try? Because you're running away, and I'm trying to stay. All this running away theme, don't sleep on that. All right. All these little themes and motifs about running away. What I'm trying to say is I've been okay without you. Feel like I'm trapped in a maze. We're going our separate ways and I'm without you. Different options and different paths. I hope you're happy. I hope it lasts. Let's hope we can leave everything in the past. Times are changing. Times, dates, ages are changing. And you're wasting while you're here. You're never near me. You act like you fear me. And now it's clear. I dream about you. So to me, it almost seems like he could even be describing a situation where it's like, you know, she's running away from home to be with him, and then she's running away from his home to go back to her actual home where she's supposed to be as a 12-year-old, right? Maybe like 13 at this point. Push. Okay. So in the midst of this, all right, to promote this project, he does an interview with our boy, all right, Mr. Glazer himself, all right, Mr. Softball interview, Zane Lowe, all right, as Drake said, all right, Drake aired him out. But in this, okay, he said the whole EP is inspired by being in a delusional relationship. And he just kind of gives a little bit of backstory about what this EP is all about. And to be honest, it didn't come across as super telling, but I did think it was just an interesting tidbit.
I like the whole premise of the project's like a delusional relationship. Like you are delusional throughout the whole thing. And there's like elements of don't forget about me, like this and that, dreams. Is this real?
Well, it's almost vicarious. I mean, when you listen to this song, it's almost a bit, and I mean this as a compliment.
This is the Glaze Low. Glaine's Low. It's like, yeah, man, no, it really speaks to me the way that you do. No, man, what? Delusional relationship? What kind of delusion? Delusion that you might be getting the DP if you get caught having this relationship.
I like the whole premise of the project's like a delusional relationship. Like you are delusional throughout the whole thing. And there's like elements of
delusional throughout the whole thing, all right? Delusional that perhaps it's not a relationship you should be in. So from here, he continues dropping music videos that feature Celeste lookalikes. This next track dropped on August the 17th, and it's called Notes from a Wrist, all right? And once again, there she is. There she is, all right? Suspect. Very suspect. What are you doing? Looks damn near... Bruh. It's the whole thing is actually twisted, all right? The whole thing is twisted. Too suspicious. Too suspicious. Looks just like her. Looks just like her. Wait, I want to freeze frame on this one. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? All right. Notes from a Wrist. Okay. Another popular project. People are deep in the rabbit hole. He literally describes everything from the time he posted on her birthday. Everything was right in front of us. I can't believe it comes to this. He was telling her story little by little. It's crazy. All the main girls in the music videos resemble her so much. And the lyrics of Notes from a Wrist, once again, were all about not wanting to break it off with somebody and somebody running away from home. The running away from home keeps coming. This is going to be a repetitive video because it's the same thing. It's consistent. I didn't want to have to break it off, but you got my back up against the wall. I could take it back, but it's all my fault. And all I know is I'm going to make it worse. I'm burning down, but I burn it all. I never want to have to take a loss. I only wanted you to take my soul, but you left it with me in the name of love. Run away from home again. This is a direct message saying, run away from home again. I'm carving these notes into bloody arms, alone with my soul impaled. Run away from your loving arms. Why am I so afraid? I don't care. I'm not coming home. Why am I crying if this is what I wanted all along? But they don't wanna. They don't wanna. They take advantage of the lonely ones. Somebody might get him taken advantage of here, and maybe it's the lonely one. It's just twisted. I'm not even trying to make jokes. It's so twisted. Ugh. It's exhausting, man. It's so sad. Washing my hands in the bloody water, I missed the way that I thought it was. You, me against the world, and now the whole world is just against me. For sure, right now, the whole world's against this David guy. Flipping out. All right, you don't want to have to lose it all, but I would rather lose it anyway. I swear I knew I'd lose you anyway. I use your picture as a band-aid to cover every hurting piece. I don't think I can take it all. I really wish I could take it all. It's so cold. Run away from home again. What are you talking about? I don't even know where I'm going, but my actions only matter in the present. I don't care about the past, but I'm going there fast. And I don't got the answers to your questions, so please stop asking me. Please stop asking me. Why am I so afraid of you? Your stare makes me uncomfortable because I can see myself in your eyes. Okay. Now, a little while after this, okay, I'm just gonna keep it real with you, okay? September the 7th, 2023, all right, allegedly Celeste's 13th birthday, a song called Birthday Suicide is posted to Discord, okay? And what's wild is that when this song later circulated on sites like Genius, I don't know if this is official or if this is just old, this is just somebody just put this there, but the cover art is a picture of him with Celeste, allegedly. Looks like her, with her face covered by a handbag. But essentially, that's her. That's them. All right? And the lyrics of Birthday Suicide, it read like a goodbye letter to his family. And as I said before, it's almost like he knew he was running from something. There were consequences coming. He would be going out sad. He might be losing his life because of the things that he might have done, allegedly, potentially. And it says, "Dear Mom, it's my birthday. Happy birthday to me." Now, bear in mind, this song was teased or leaked onto Discord on her birthday. So arguably, you could say that he could be singing from the perspective of Celeste. I mean, the song was first circulated on her birthday. So he's saying, "Dear Mom, it's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Dear Dad, it's been the worst day, and in the worst way, I'm still alive." I read these lyrics earlier, but it's like now I'm actually taking it in, pause, and it's like chilling. This is chilling. This is more twisted than any gangs thing I've covered. He's singing in the perspective of the girl on her birthday, and the song is being posted on Discord on her actual birthday. "Dear Mom, it's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Dear Dad, it's been the worst way, in the worst way. I'm still alive. I don't want to be here. The candles don't even fit on the cake. I don't want my birthday. No, not today. Blessings on blessings, curse after curse, and every passing second, for better or worse, I don't see, the better anyways. I just choose to believe I'm not okay. Dear Mom, I still love you and I thank you for life again. Dear Dad, I still cherish the times we had. Didn't see eye to eye. But that's all right. Goodbye." I can't imagine what her parents are going through here and all of this stuff. Going back and listening to this guy's music, listening to the music at the time when you know your daughter's dating this guy is just twisted. And so the very same day, on Celeste's birthday, he releases another music video. It's called Rehab. Anime video. Okay? September the 7th, 2023. All right? September the 7th, 2020, Ras Clark 3. It's despicable. All right? People in the comments saying it's sick how he basically became obsessed and dehumanized her in order to turn her into his muse and write an entire act through multiple songs that would culminate in her death. Little girls deserve better than this. She thinks she's too good for me. I mean, she wasn't even 15 yet, dude. This is sick. Every single song, even his tour, it's almost as if his whole career has been built around his obsession with murdering this poor girl. Now, this is a whole music video. It's an anime music video. It's got all these anime samurai kind of sequences. Look at this. You've got, this girl that's charging him up. Kind of, look, it's an anime. Everyone looks young in an anime, but like, she's blowing kisses at him. It's having some wild effect. He's running away. Look how twisted this is, right? Now he's got his white shirt on. He's covered in blood. He's kneeling down beside this girl. I'm not going to say woman, all right? Strolling off into the sunset with her. Now we're back to the bloody thorns, blood on the ground. I'm not even going to say it, but the blood, just think what that symbolizes. That's fucked up. All right? And look, all sorts going on here. What the fuck? Right? This is an anime music video. He's chasing around this girl. And now bits of her body are being chopped up. And then she later gets found chopped up in the trunk of a Tesla. This is no laughing matter. This is no joke. I'm not belittling this situation. This is serious and this is twisted. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Her arm's just been cut off in the video. And it's disappeared. Now swords are flying through the sky and she's getting impaled with a sword. This, for the record, this was released before the incident happened. This isn't a recreation of the incident. This is a twisted fantasy of a guy that was clearly capable of doing, allegedly, seemingly capable of doing something heinous, all right? Because now what we see is just wild, all right? They have a sword fight. He ends up getting chopped up, all right? And then in the end, he wanders off into the sunset holding Yeah. So look, I couldn't actually see this part of the video, but people on Reddit were basically reposting this and saying there's a moment in that anime video where that's the sword flying in. I think people thought that it looked like it was a buzzsaw being used on her, but people are posting clips from this video just being like, what the hell? And so the explanation is, so in the video, he fights the violent part of himself, maybe how he is while he's on drugs, but is unable to stop the violent one from dismembering and killing his girlfriend. I really hope this dismemberment is found to have happened post-mortem. With all of the violence in his videos and lyrics, it seems like he's been fantasizing about killing her for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, so twisted. And so there's all these clips and comments going around where he apparently used to be addicted to watching gore videos. And we haven't even got to the lyrics yet, all right? So we got the music video where girls are getting hacked to bits, right? And then this actual song, Rehab, that dropped, okay? It's got a bunch of lyrics where he basically sings about having to get a girl out of here and saying that he's trying to stay away from her, and even saying she can't run or hide from him, and it's got a bunch of allusions to violence and basically says that they have to be apart for obvious reasons, all right? So he basically says, I feel like getting in trouble again, kickstart repertoire with a shovel again. I'm on a different level. She fell in love with the devil again. I gotta get her out of here. I don't feel this way anymore. For the girl that I used to know, I'd rather take it slow. She thinks she's too good for me now. No room in class for a clown. It's too much for me to handle. White rose petals, broken hearts, and bloody sandals. Bodies stacked on top of each other. Good undercover, too bad for each other. Good undercover. I've been hearing gunshots inside my clouded thoughts. Do I love you a lot? Ha, never mind. It don't matter what we've done tonight. You can't run or hide from me now. Stay upset, trying to keep you from self-destructing. Just hold on to something. Says we gotta get apart for now because it's obvious. Now that line is kind of like, we gotta get apart now because it's obvious. What's obvious? Is it obvious what you're doing is wrong? Is it obvious that this is a relationship? This isn't a fandom, Discord friendship. It's obvious. Is it obvious that when you two are together, we can see you're a grown adult and that's a child? What's obvious? Why have you got to get apart for now? It's wild, right? We got to get apart for now because it's obvious you don't feel the same as you did the other day. Where'd we go wrong? I see it now. I see it now. Do you envy me and my energy? I see it now. I see it now. Don't follow me. In all honesty, I don't even know you that well. I will not chase you on your way to hell. Okay? So this was a song that actually was part of his Lost Petals EP. So a bunch of other songs that we've touched on already were actually on there. And it also had the song on there called Hollow Prayers, all right? And in this song, he essentially prays for forgiveness from God. He doesn't say what he did, but he's begging the Lord for forgiveness. And it's just another eyebrow raiser, to be honest. Lost again, trying to find myself, searching through both heaven and hell. I can't let go. I'm losing myself. Can't call out for help. Can you take me and replace me with someone else? And I don't hate myself. I just want to be better. God, do you have a second to talk? Because I need to get something off my chest and something off my shoulders, and I can't even walk no more, and my eyes are sore from all the tears I cried. Please don't let me die. Yeah. Twisted. All right. So as we get into December of 2023, all right, David's having a massive, successful run in his career as an R&B singer, weirdo, all right? Not rocking with him at all at this point, okay? Allegedly, they were spending a lot of time together around this point, right? So now pictures have resurfaced, all right? I don't even know if I want to show this on here, man. All right, I'm not going to show you everything here because I probably can't, but like there's a few images going around that basically suggest that during this time, this is when he was getting close to this Celeste girl, all right? She'd have been 13. Celeste and David don't let me sleep. They're doing FaceTime with somebody. For some reason, they're FaceTiming. They're together all the time. There's pictures of them together. And so there's two sets of messages that have leaked, all right? So I don't know exactly who this is, but essentially... Oh my gosh. Essentially saying someone's checking up on them. I don't want to talk to anyone. That's it. Yes, of course. But you have to swear you're going to stay safe. Are you still going to talk to David or go back with him? Because I don't want you to get in any more trouble with him. She replies, I'm safe. No, I'm not. Okay, I love you. I'll text you in about a week. Don't delete Insta. Love you too. I won't. On the next page, there is a conversation. I Can't even show it to you. Honestly, I can't even show it to you. But I'll just give you the gist. It's basically a back and forth. I can't even really. It's basically a back and forth, seemingly between the girl who passed away and somebody else, basically talking about something that happened that might cause blood to come appear. And it says they only did something with David. Yeah. Man, I can't even read, like, I can't even reveal to you what I'm seeing right now. But essentially they're saying it seems like she's basically admitting that David was the first person that she did stuff with, and that there was another person called, I guess, Gus, and saying that David was mad that there was a situation with another person called Gus. This is fucked up, man. This is fucked up. I ain't even seen this one before. This is actually messed up. So apparently during this period when they were apparently spending a lot of time together, David records a song called Celeste. Recorded in late December 2023, Celeste is an unreleased song allegedly about a former partner of David's. Over a sad piano melody, David expresses his love for the subject, ending with a guitar solo. And then we later found out who Celeste is, right? So look at these lyrics. Baby, I love you. So this is what it's like to not need weed to get me high. I love it when you hold me when you cry. Just because. Be my Valentine. I'm going to talk about Valentines in a minute, all right? I want to make Cupid suicidal. These are the kind of thoughts that cross my mind just because I love you so much. Darling, I would love to ease your mind, but you only open up when you get high. If I had the money, I would buy us time just to get by, just to stay high. If I had the money, I would buy us time. I would buy us time. What does that mean in the context of somebody's age and time passing? It's twisted. Oh, Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed. Oh, Celeste, afraid you'll only love me when undressed, but you look so damn gorgeous in that dress. Missing you so much makes me depressed, but I digress because I love you so much. Yeah. Twisted, right? So after this, on January the 11th, 2024, okay, and again, I'm hesitant to even show this, all right? I think I can show this. I'm seeing this everywhere else, okay? He basically makes a return to Twitch. He's back on Twitch. He's doing a live stream. He hasn't done live streaming for ages or whatever. He's back on doing a Twitch. And hey, why not? Why not? If we're going to reach these kids, all right, on Twitch, why not get a youngster on screen? Why not put Celeste on screen? Absolutely wild, all right? Why not put Celeste on screen, all right? And she makes a joke about him. You see the grape emoji there? That's all I'll say, all right? And as soon as she says it, he tells all the mods, right, delete the stream, delete the VOD, cut that off. Don't let anyone get this clip. Unfortunately, Reddit got the work.
That's controversial.
So I can hear a song in the background of this, so I'm gonna try and find another version of this. Hang on.
Yo, wait.
Oh, look it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer
Which
that.
one? What's good, David? Big fan, big me. Oh, thank you, Mitochondria. Appreciate you.
I gotta sound with him if you even.
Are we?
So look, I kind of don't want to play you this clip, partly because I think it's got a song in the background. All right, I'm just playing this without the sound, but you get the gist. I'm not gonna get too into it. But he says, "Oh, say something controversial," and she basically says, "Oh, it's controversial of you, to kids," and laughs, and then he mutes the microphone and says something to her off screen, and then basically he comes back and is like, "Yo, delete everything, like delete the VODs, like cut everything, delete everything." Need that gone, need that gone. Can't be letting people know about this. And that's what it is. That's crazy. I don't know why you would get it just makes no sense. People saying, what the hell? His Discord knew that he had a minor GF, saw this clip, and still did nothing. People saying his Discord was full of young girls, apparently. People saying, how long before the murder was this? I don't understand why people will kill to avoid being exposed for crimes that carry smaller sentences in comparison to murder. People saying, how can this footage exist and her be missing for so long and not a single person from the stream or his entourage reported this? Everyone is complicit. Okay. So after this, he drops another song titled Leave Her. Something, you know what I'm saying? Bro, this guy's just out of control at this point. Okay. And in this song, he's talking about you want what you can't have. Okay. But it's my fault. I bought it for you. You know I don't focus on the past, but when you call, I start to lose it. Is it okay for me to leave it all behind? Even the name of someone I knew. I can't stop falling for her. I can't keep calling on her. Did what she want to me, but I still leave her. So another song about falling for a woman. I mean, it's called Leave Her, right? It's pretty crazy. So unfortunately, this is basically leading up to that song released less than a week before, for the first time, Celeste is actually reported missing. She's reported missing for the first time on the 14th of February, 2024. And a lot of people believed that she'd actually run away to be with him on Valentine's Day. The timing is very suspicious. It says if you have any info or see her, please. Her family are very worried. Dark stuff. Twisted, right? And so it's a few weeks after this that for the first time this image surfaces of him seemingly with Celeste. This is while she's, soon after her being declared a missing person on Valentine's Day, and she's got a purse covering her face. Don't know if that was a Valentine's Day gift. Don't know if that was just a regular gift covering up her face, likely for a reason. So by March 2024, it's circulating on the Discord. People are saying, David has a girlfriend. Pretty sure he's dating right now. People are saying, what? Yeah, her name is Celeste. And this is Kylie. This is another girl, all right? She's trying to find out what's going on with David. Or other people trying to find out what's going on with David. And she's saying, yeah, her name's Celeste. They're really dating. They're an item. They're together. So after that starts circulating, he drops his next song, My House Is Not a Home, on March the 8th, 2024. And according to Discord messages that circulated, this song is about her. All right. So this is a Discord message that circulated since all this come out, saying Celeste is the girl he showed on his stream. Yawu is the girl who spoiled him. So I assume My House Is Not My Home is probably about Celeste. And so that song, My House Is Not Home, allegedly all about her, right? Hello, I'm at your door again. I just needed a friend, but now I share a bed with you. Am I dumb to succumb to the noise? I'm not a little boy no more. I've made my stupid choices too. Tell my mother I'm sorry. Tell my father the same. Tell my sister that her brother might as well have gone insane. Is there space for me in Houston because it's spacious in LA, where the grass is always greener and the world can scream my name? But you never really cared about the way everything turned out. You didn't want to fall in love. You're looking out for yourself now. It's starting to piss me off. I thought I had you figured out. Never thought you'd call my bluff. Guess who belongs to someone else now? Sorry if I overshared. Life isn't fair. I'm more and more aware of it now. You get drunk, then start to curse me out. I told you to watch your mouth. This is exactly what my mother would warn me about. But baby, you can call me when it's over. I talked to your therapist. He said you're getting sober. But there's only so many heads that can rest on this shoulder. But I think yours was for the best for me to cry over. And at the end, he says, this house we called our home has fallen to pieces on its own. I know that you're better off alone. Babe, I could fix you, but I won't. So people believe that that's the song about her. And in the song, it's unclear whether he's making apologizes to his own family for making bad decisions, or again, if he's rapping or singing in her persona as her, basically apologizing to her family, saying, tell my mother I'm sorry, tell my father I'm sorry, not a little boy no more. Maybe really that's a cover. It's I'm not a little girl no more. Is there space for me in Houston because it's spacious in LA? If he's talking from her persona, he's basically her saying, yo, you got space in your crib. I'm about to leave my family behind. Come stay at your crib in Houston or LA. So just 10 days after that song, allegedly about her, drops, she goes missing again, all right? So a missing poster goes around saying Celeste Rivas was last seen on March the 18th, 2024 in Lake Elsinore. If you have any info or see her, please call the police station or 911. Her family is very worried. Okay? And after this, David drops his next song called Feel It. And in the track, he has more lyrics about not being able to let a girl go. And he basically says he's willing to break down the door to get to her. All right. One life away we can't explore. What do you have in store? But I don't want to get in the way no more, because this is the type of feeling you can't ignore. I'm ready to break down the door and settle the score. I can't let you get away. I miss the smile on your face. You know that I love the chase. You told me once I was crazy, but baby girl, I know, but I can't let you get away. So don't you get me started now. I want a yes. I don't want maybes, because they leave me where you found me, so don't leave. Yeah, this is so he's talking about the type of girl that what do you have in store? You're the type of girl that would make me drop dead on the floor. This is the only girl I love and adore. This is the type of love you can't ignore. Probably should have ignored it. I said, hey, she's coming my way. She's running around saying whatever she want to say. We saw her whiling, saying whatever she wanted to sound that live scream. I told her I don't want to do this every day. Told her I love her, but she's thinking it's a game. Now she's uncomfortable. Never want to make her feel one-dimensional. Don't know how we got here. Don't get me started now. So soon after that song, all right, Celeste is reported missing again. This time, April the 5th, 2024, she's reported missing. It says she was last seen wearing grey pants and a black sweater, a hat, and Hello Kitty sandals. Riverside Sheriff's Office, okay? She's officially gone missing once again. And later on, when she was found, the medical examiner actually reported her weight at 70 pounds and said that she was extremely malnourished. So one of the biggest mysteries about this case is essentially the whole debate as to how long she was deceased before we actually ended up, you know, getting the news that she was found in this car. How far on the timeline? What was going on in David's life when this person actually lost their life? How long had they been in that car? It's very, very concerning and it's very scary, right? So this is going around. It's saying concerning detail from the medical examiner's report in the missing persons poster from the 5th of April 2024, Celeste was described as 5'3" and 120 pounds. However, in the medical examiner's report, she was listed as 5'2" and 71 pounds. That's a BMI drop from 21.3 to 12.6 if we assume her height remained the same. That kind of drastic weight change, whether intentional or unintentional or through full starvation, would have serious health consequences. Curious if anyone else noticed this. People are saying that because of the way that the remains were found, they're estimating it's highly not likely to be the actual weight. People are saying decomposition could have made the weight lesser. So yeah, I don't know about all of that. But another wild thing that circulated after this is that allegedly around the time that she went missing, people said that they saw David. Okay, they saw David. This is a location that was allegedly a 6-minute walk away from where Celeste lives and went missing. It said the supposed pic of R&B singer David paying off minors in the area to keep quiet about him dealing with a 15-year-old Celeste Rivers, who was discovered in his Tesla after being missing for 2 years. And this was the pic bro showed me. I'm not capping. And that's apparently David paying off local people to stay out the way and not talk about this situation, all right? And it's very creepy, as everyone says. It's very creepy. Okay, and a little while after this is when those leaked messages, which I didn't want to show you earlier on, that appear to infer that some relations had happened between David and Celeste. I'm not going to show you that, but you can do your own research, okay? Now, a little while after this, Celeste is actually spotted with David's brother, okay? And people are saying she dyed her hair in this video. She was spotted looking like she was going backstage. People saying, can anyone tell me if the girl in pink pants is Celeste? People there saying that's her. Definitely is looking like her. Definitely is looking like her. So at this point, it's looking like she's run away from home. She's running around backstage, following him around. People saying that's most likely her. Same hair and eyes, very distinguishable eyes, and those Hello Kitty Crocs. Should she have the Hello Kitty Crocs on? Oh my lord, the Hello Kitty Crocs on. No, not the Hello Kitty. Is that the Hello Kitties? Hello Kitty sandals. Exactly the same outfit from the missing poster. That is dark. That is dark. So a little while after that surfaces, on July the 11th, David drops another song called There Goes My Baby, right? There Goes My Baby, Out of My Reach. And it has this very eerie visualizer of a girl hanging from a swing, right? She's hanging from a swing, but she's hanging, which I think is a little bit dark, a little bit strange, all right? She's hanging from a swing, hanging from some rope, but on a seat. And she's around a burning city. Okay, and essentially this song had some also very concerning lyrics to it too. So this track, There Goes My Baby, on Genius, it has an annotation at the bottom where David allegedly explained what the meanings of the song actually was himself, all right? This says at 11:30 a.m. on the day of the release, an automated message from David's newsletter would explain, "Yo, I'm so excited to share that There Goes My Baby is out now. This is a song that I wrote about letting go of someone you love and letting them become their own person. Understanding that you may have been the problem. Heartbreak without heartbreak. I hope that you enjoy it and that I will see you soon. More music on the way, I promise." The song had dark lyrics. Now, look, I don't know. To me, I'm no music critic. I'm no Anthony Fantano. But to me, it almost feels like he's almost singing from the perspective of her parents. Because she's run away from home at this point. He's saying, "There goes my baby, out my reach. Why won't you take me? It's so hard to breathe." I don't know. But when it says, "There goes my baby, out of my reach," that just makes me think of the parents and what they're going through with their missing daughter. It says, "It's so hard to breathe. How could you fall short? You were taller than me. There goes my baby. Why did you leave? Real? Is your love real? Darling, I've lost my mind. Still, I've got to feel something so hard to find. Are you sure that you want more? If it's from him, why did you waste all my time? You were bored. I was alone. Feels like somebody's taking my life." Now, two things that I think are really suspect in that, where it says, "Why did you waste all my time?" I mean, if you were trying to wait till 7 years had passed, if you're, I don't know, bruh, you might see that as wasted time. Saying you were bored, I was alone, and it feels like somebody's taking my life. Now, I don't know if he's referring to like we said, somebody's taking my life. She's wasting his time. He's waiting for her to be whatever age, and she's basically taking away his time, wasting his time. Or is it saying that somebody's taking my life? She's not taking up his life, but it's like he knows that his life is ruined. He knows that he could be facing life. He knows that his life of freedom could be in jeopardy if he gets caught doing this. So apparently, all right, as after a little bit of time passes by, about a month after that song, somebody comments, okay, in the Discord. David himself at everyone. He says, "I'm in a song crisis right now." He's not sure what song to drop. Maybe he's not got music to drop. Maybe he's procrastinating, or maybe he's just struggling to choose between what songs to release. And somebody replies, "Drop the one with the missing girl, Celestis Rivers Hernandez." Very, very odd. So there has been reports that people in the Discord around this time were actually trying to expose David as being a PDF document. Okay, people saying, "I want to tell everyone about how David is a PDF. Did y'all know that David likes kids?" People are in there trying to expose him, all right? People saying, "You aren't giving any proof. That's all I'm going to think." People saying, "This is the girl last seen in Los Angeles, Hollywood Hills area. She is 13 years old. DM me if you have any info." She came back home in March, then went missing again in April. So people knew about this for quite a long time. This was I don't want to say an open secret, but this information was circulating in the Discord. Now, interestingly, according to TMZ, after this all went down, they realized that David and the victim had matching shush tattoos. And what makes this even more dark, right, is that they found that David had a tattoo of the shush letters on his finger, and the young girl's body found in the Tesla has the very same tattoo on her finger. But what's even more dark is that apparently, okay, this is Rihanna having a similar tattoo, so that doesn't mean she's involved with the homicide, all right? The tattoo is not unique. Rihanna popularized it. Lindsay Lohan and Lily Allen all have the same tattoo, but he had been seen with this tattoo, all right? As for David, we looked at photos back in April through the beginning of August 2024, and he did not have that tattoo. The first photo you see where the tattoo is on David is from September 2024. Do you remember what happened in September? Every September. Celeste's birthday. I don't know This is just my personal theory. I think I didn't see no music dropping on September 2024. I think he might have got that tattoo. I think they might have got matching tattoos for her birthday. That's just my personal opinion. September 2024 is a little bit suspicious. Do what you want with that information, okay? But that's what I'm thinking now. What's even more crazy is that after this, okay, a number of songs begin to leak. All right, songs begin to leak and circulate online, including this one. I can't play the audio, but it kind of circulated as it's like a skit, and it ended up being on one of his upcoming albums, and it's them having a back and forth. And she's talking on there, and she's basically saying, "Yeah, we're connected. Before I existed, we've always been connected in a past life and in future lives. Even when I die, we'll be connected." And she basically says, "We met, and I'll still love you even after I'm dead." It's twisted. It's super twisted, all right? And he follows that up with another song, all right? Not too long after that, all right? A month after these songs start leaking, he follows up with another song called Where'd It Go Wrong? And on Where'd It Go Wrong, he would sing about ending a relationship with someone that he doesn't belong with and lamenting how it all went wrong, with him creepily singing about not wanting to die and saying they will find them in another life. Where did it go wrong with you? I don't belong with you. It's a tragedy. I really thought you were meant for me. I guess you're not. I can't believe you. I really want to leave you. How could you lie to me? Every kiss put a cavity between my lips. I really can't believe you. I don't even want to see you. I've got to make my mind up, but I can't be wasting time. He's always talking about time, wasting time, waiting. I might die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Is that him saying, I can't be wasting time. I might die. I might get caught. I might catch the DP. And I'm not talking about a discipline. Another life is where they find us. I just hope they just remind us I tried. Where'd it go wrong with you? I don't belong with you. You tell me sorry this and I apologize, but I don't want to change. I see it in your eyes. I never got cut by a band-aid before. You give me bad luck. I can't take it anymore. Baby, don't trip on me. Baby, why can't you see me whenever I'm about to leave? Whenever it gets convenient, because you're going to make my heart stop beating and I really don't want your love no more. I swear, because I don't need it. And I don't mean to be conceited, but I'm the reason you're still breathing. I'll stop picking up your calls because you won't stop screaming. Is it love or lust? I can tell you're feeling. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but baby, just know my feelings gone. It's been a while. You've been on my mind now. It keeps me up at night. I cannot believe this life. I wish I never met you. I even second guessed you, but I was in too deep. I couldn't leave. I couldn't let you walk away from everything. I thought that you were everything. You told me I was special, girl, but that does not mean anything to me. Black Boy song got played in full during a Black Boy Max Songwall stream. Oh boy. All right. So another post is circulating around this, all right? We already mentioned that. Okay, we already mentioned that. But is that post basically this is around the time after this song comes out, that's when people start realizing and people start saying, I assume my house is my house. I assume my house is not my home is about Celeste. Now, a little while later, on February the 6th, 2025, he drops another song called One More Dance. And again, bunch of creepy visuals. This is seeming to be him, the alter ego of him, disposing of his regular unblindfolded version of him, disposing of a body, dragging a corpse along, all right? But what gets even more crazy, who are these two people helping him bury and shovel the body? Well, as you're going to see, another actress, a slightly more gothic, pierced up version, but still looking suspiciously like the woman in question, all right? And we're going to see this girl throughout the video. They're a couple. They're out shopping for shovels. They're going to be disposing of a body. They're like on a Bonnie and Clyde kind of vibe. And that's him in the blood-stained white shirt. And then those two driving around. The girl just looks so suspiciously like Celeste. Look at her holding onto the white roses. It's creepy as hell. So this song, One More Dance, it drops, all right? It's got even more creepy visuals. Everyone's freaking out about it, okay? Crazy Bro really showed a body going into a trunk. Netflix are going to have a field day with this one, all right? The bloody masked character appears in almost all of his major music videos. Not only that, get this bigger for y'all. Not only that, all the actresses look in some fashion like Celeste. It's like he wasn't even hiding it, but waiting for the day he would be exposed as a murderer and hinting at it in his songs. Literally the embodiment of a crazed artist. It's crazy and heartbreaking looking at his old songs. And the lyrics to this song were dark as well. It won't surprise you. So the heavier the rain, the heavier the snow, the heavier the weight after watching you go. The smile on your face as the music starts to play to empty your brain. Oh, a form of escape. Because while they stare at us, it wouldn't make sense for us to stop the music from playing. So he goes on to drop another song in March the 27th, 2025, a little while after this one. So these are the lyrics, what are you waiting for? And on this song, he basically says he's willing to wait for a woman and he's got time to waste, but then asking, what is she waiting for? So I see you from across the room. I thought I wouldn't feel a thing. I think it's getting colder now. I want to get close to you. I swear. Excuse me, I just had a big drink. I swear we've been here before, but I guess you didn't notice me. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Because I've been standing here, or I've been standing here. A lot of lyrics about waiting, time going by. We know what this is about, man. I get if you want to wait, because I'll stay in my place. I ain't got nowhere to go. I've got plenty of time to waste. I think I've fallen in love, but that's not enough. If you don't feel the same, I guess I'll leave you alone, but it's time and time again, babe. You're never listening, babe. If there's no promises made, I don't ever want to fall in love. I don't ever want to mess it up. We're running out of luck. Tell me to stay. You're wasting my time. Every day I'm waiting in line, standing in place, because baby, that's all I know. Why do you wait? Just tell me. Waiting in line every day, apparently. So the month after this song drops, right, this is really interesting. So that picture of him and Celeste together, where there's a purse in front of her face, people are saying that that purse appeared in the background of a video that David posted on the 2nd of April, 2025. So at the end of that month, on April the 25th, 2025, David drops his Withered album. And obviously that's once again a reference to these white roses. It's actually so gross. It's actually so gross because obviously we know what these white roses represent purity and, you know what I'm saying? They represent something beginning with V, all right? And the idea that they're withered, that the flowers are growing old, is fucking gross. Like the implication of what he's doing with this, that now at this point in 2025, these white, you know what I'm saying, these clean, pure flowers, these white roses are now withered, they've grown old, they're aging, they're gross. Do you get what he's doing with this? It's screwed up. So a lot of people believe that a lot of the songs from this project are actually about Celeste. Oh, why don't you love me? Oh, heaven or hell will we meet? Torture me, I can't forget. He might have you, but I've got your ghost, and we both know that's the real you. I love you the most, but we both know what I have to do. Very dark, very ominous, sort of like foreshadowing kind of lyrics, right? Why can't I hear your heartbeat? Just a dream, don't wake me up. All right? She's so happy when she's with me. Leave me in this dream. Don't be nasty. Let's keep this our perfect memory. And there's more songs, there's more lyrics from this project, Withered, that a lot of people think are about this. You Left Me First is another song. All right? And this is all a song where he's basically singing about calling her and she's not answering. I think it's strange when I call you and you don't pick up because you always do. And you say you were busy, but you've never not made time for me. Why do you lie like there's no point in lying when I try and when there's no point in trying? You loved me at my best. I loved you at your worst. How ironic is it when you left me first? So the song ends with like an outro and there's like a woman basically singing or talking, saying how sorry they are. I've been so selfish. I can't stop thinking about what I did, how it's affecting like everything. I wanted to say, I'm sorry. The song Afterlife also had some chilling lyrics where he basically said that he would love someone in the afterlife. Yeah. My mother told me he would lie. What doesn't kill you waits for later. What tries to keep you alive fails. I thought a girl would make me happy. Real love is not for sale. Something else is making me cry when you cross the line. And when I die, I'll love you from the afterlife. I personally feel like he takes on other people's personas quite often. And just look at these titles, man. This song's called Afterlife. This next song, this is called Ghost, all right? So much about death, afterlife. This song's about basically not having a woman anymore, but still having their ghost, still owning them, still owning their soul. It's twisted, all right? Why don't you love me? Oh, heaven and hell will we meet. Lucky me, lucky me. All right? He might have you, but I've got your ghost. And we both know that's the real you. And God knows it's true. I love you the most, but we both know what I have to do. It is so twisted, all right? Why can't I hear your heartbeat? Just a dream, just a dream. It's crazy. He might have you, but I've got your ghost. She's so happy when she's with me. Don't leave this dream. I think we already looked at this one, actually. My bad. And then there's a song, Friend Again, all right? Where he sings all about saying he should have been less bold and how he used to be her everything and now she doesn't answer him and she wants to be her friend. He wants to be her friend again, okay? I want to settle down when I get older. I'm looking over shoulders. So he's basically, he's just saying he's looking over his shoulder. He's doing some shit that he's not supposed to be doing, and he knows it's going to catch up with him. He wants to settle down when I get older. He wants to live. I want to fall in love. Think we should settle down. That's what I told her. I should have been less bolder. She said I'm not the one. I used to be her everything, and now she doesn't answer me. I didn't ask for anything. I only want her next to me. Love me, hate me, whatever you're feeling, nothing changes. I want to be your friend again, be your friend again. I know you want to fight me, hurt me whenever I'm healing. You're too dangerous. I don't want to be your friend again. Think I'm coming down, but it's not over. Losing my composure, letting you get to me. Good thing we're older now, but I still want her. She's got someone better, and I've got jealousy. Yeah, it's spooky. It's really spooky. It's really twisted, all right? So another song, all right? Actually, Friend Again. Okay, so Friend Again. So all the songs on the project came with these lyric videos of a white flower opening up. Oh, good. Yeah, great. Fucking weirdo. And then essentially from there, right, you got people all in the comments of this basically saying it's the fact that all these recent songs are written in the past tense. He was planning it around this time or already did the murder. This was a monster. There you go. All right. And this is what people are saying about this song. They're saying, oh my God, she probably said she wanted to just be friends and he killed her. When he sings, now she doesn't answer me anymore, it gave me chills. You can't convince me otherwise that the lyrics, I only wanted her next to me, is an obsession. This guy needs to be locked up. He took it too far. This comment says, bro got friend-zoned by a minor and murdered her. Sad face. Good thing we're older now, but I still want her. She's got someone better and I've got jealousy. I used to be her everything and now she doesn't answer me. So people are saying that that's kind of you know, overshadowing. Maybe this is the period when he was planning the murder. Maybe getting friend zoned is what pushed him over the edge. And there's another song titled "Where Did You Go?" These song titles are screwed up. These song titles are wild. All right. I told you I didn't know that a house don't mean you got a home. Oh, how hard it is to live alone after having someone around. I can still remember the nights you sang me to sleep and you whispered softly never to leave. It's the moment I heard you walking away from me. Then, where did you go? You're nothing but a memory. Oh, where did you go? I needed you next to me. I'm still looking for an answer that won't ever come. You left me alone in an empty bed with the songs you never sang. Just need a text or a call saying that you moved on, more direct to the heart, but you send me a card. No, I won't be alarmed. Just expected more for someone that I gave it all for. So this has sounded like she's gone. This is sounding like, and bear in mind, this is April 2025. This isn't that long ago. And we don't know how long that body had been in the trunk for. This could have all been music that he made after allegedly committing this horrible deed. Now, not only that, but that little snippet that I couldn't play you, but I referred to earlier, where he appeared to have an actual voice recording of Celeste on a song, okay? This appeared on the Withered album, under the title Invisible String Theory. And basically this is the conversation, all right? Genius hasn't cottoned on to quite yet who is talking on this song. But it seems to be that same conversation with Celeste. That's what it seems to be, all right? All this I love you, don't leave me, please. Have you heard of the invisible string theory? We're supposed to meet, we're connected. I loved you before I existed, and I'll love you even when I die. It's very bizarre. And then the final track of the project, there's another weird title. It's called Unrequited. Okay? Unrequited. All right. So just for a little bit of context, unrequited, it's a feeling, especially of love not returned or rewarded. He's been pining with unrequited love. Unrequited. And it's another song where he's basically saying goodbye to somebody. This is the last song on the project. All right. And he's saying goodbye to someone, saying like it's waking up from a bad dream and saying, just let me go and let me rest my soul. All right. This is a very odd and dark song to end the project on. I can't let go because my heart won't say no. Waking up from a bad dream where I thought you said you loved me for real this time, but you lied. You said you wanted to be happy. So what about me makes you sad all the time? Don't lie, don't lie. I can't let go because my heart won't say no. Darling, I'd like to show you how I could treat you right for life. Don't go. You said you wanted to be happy, but what about me makes you sad to the point where I can't let go? Just let me go and rest my soul. Break my heart or break my bones. Tell me if you want me then. You know I've been in my head, baby. Tell me, please, do you hate my company? I know there's someone else. Tell him he can go to hell. So all of this is going on. He's releasing this very dark, sort of bizarre music with very suspect titles and a lot of strange things going on there, okay? So from here, okay, in April, at the end of April 2025, so like roughly within a week of that album actually coming out, somebody seems to post into that Discord basically suggesting that Celeste was actually S-trafficked. So there's this little snippet of a Discord conversation that was posted in the comments under here. Saying someone posted this convo regarding a deleted user mentioning and noticing most probably Celeste's disappearance, possibly with the missing poster and the original post might be deleted, but this conversation is the most icky and disturbing to me. How did this deleted user come to the conclusion even he literally kidnapped her? I'd be interested to see how it started. So there's the deleted user saying she went missing in LA, but I'm in Sonoma County. What the F? People saying she low-key fine. Can't y'all talk about this somewhere else? They're saying human trafficking? If so, she will be alive. And someone's saying he literally kidnapped her. I've got to report this. So a lot of people are trying to understand what was going on. A lot of people were kind of trying to get to the bottom of it, right? And again, from here, he just keeps on releasing music, okay? He drops another song called Always Love. And this song, it has lyrics telling somebody not to say goodbye because they were meant to be. Suddenly, I've just become a memory of someone. Hear the melodies from my voice. They'll call you back to me, but it's your choice. You don't have to say goodbye. I know we were meant to be. Do you love like I loved? Would you hold my hand? Would you let me go? Would you stand by my side? Are you down for the ride? I don't need nobody else but you. So after this, all right, and this is going to be one of the last things that happens before we get to the conclusion, okay? David posted this TikTok, essentially. People were posting this, and it appears to be him sort of, he's kind of waving at a car. I don't know. For a moment, I'll be honest, for a moment, I thought that might have been a tow truck. And I thought, hang on a minute, but this isn't the incident, but he's waving at a car. It's some weird like parking lot at night. There's actually no audio on this. Sound's not available, but he's waving to a car. He's waving. I don't know if he's waving to a person or a car. It doesn't. When I zoomed in closer and paused it at the right moment, it didn't look like a tow truck. But this is just more creepy weirdness, like him just at night counting something on his fingers and pointing at a car. So this clip allegedly was surfaced on August the 13th, 2025, and this is less than a month after Celeste's body was discovered. Now, as I've mentioned several times throughout this breakdown, okay, September the 7th was Celeste's birthday, and September the 7th, 2025 would have been her 15th birthday. We probably can assume she didn't turn 15 because the very day after what would have been her birthday, the body is found, and according to the police, it had been in the trunk and it was described as heavily decomposed. And you know, it's just so sad to talk about a human being that way, but that is essentially what was going around. So this was some of the reporting that came out immediately after the body was discovered.
Found inside a bag in the trunk of an abandoned Tesla.
Tonight, the LAPD is trying to identify the victim and the owner of that Tesla. Sandra Mitchell live in Hollywood at a tow yard where workers made the disturbing discovery. Sandra?
Micah, it was the smell. That is what led workers to this vehicle, the body in the front trunk of the car on this rooftop of the building behind us. Tonight, LAPD detectives are not talking, and so far, no ID on that victim.
Okay, we're just finishing our orbit here to turn back to the north.
Sky 5 overhead as detectives surround a black Tesla. Inside the front trunk, a body wrapped in a bag.
I'd say that's pretty horrifying. Nobody wants to, I mean, we live here, so that's kind of gross.
Anton Michael was retrieving his car from Hollywood Tow on Mansfield Avenue near Santa Monica Boulevard when he noticed the police presence.
It seemed like there was just a lot of people like gathered around. Everybody was asking questions, but I didn't know until just now that's crazy.
LAPD says the sedan was reported abandoned, towed from the Hollywood Hills, and impounded about 5 days ago. It sat on the roof of the tow lot until today, when employees reported a foul odor. Police examined the car, which has a Texas license plate, and discovered the body. The medical examiner joined the investigation, but because of decomposition, they have not determined the gender of the victim.
So if the body's so decomposed that they couldn't immediately identify the gender of the victim, that would indicate a pretty severe, you know, yeah, pretty serious, just absolute, just horrific scene.
This area of Hollywood is mostly studios and production sets, but for a while today, it was a real CSI scene.
It's not really a surprise. Knowing what happened, also not really a surprise. We live in a very big city, one of the biggest on earth, and there's shady people doing shady things.
So it would essentially take just one day after the body was discovered. So September the 7th was Celeste's birthday. September the 8th was when the body was discovered. And September 9th was when the police in Los Angeles were essentially able to identify the owner of the car as David.
Inside the trunk of a car at a tow yard in Hollywood.
Police say the strong stance triggered the investigation. And now it is News' Sophie Flay is live near the scene where we learned the car is registered to a multi-platinum artist. Sophie.
Yeah, David Giovanna, that's right. The LAPD tells us they are still in the very early stages of this investigation. But that tow yard, it's behind me here. And we've seen patrol cars coming in and out all day. We spoke to residents in the area who say they are in shock.
I've got more questions.
So, you know, they essentially discover that the car belongs to this guy, David.
Eyewitness News confirming that vehicle is registered to 20-year-old singer David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke.
I don't want to play any of his music, but you get the gist.
It is currently on tour. ABC News' Gio Benitez interviewed the multi-platinum singer on ABC News Live 2 weeks ago.
Touring is like the best thing you can do as an artist because you're seeing your listeners in real life and in real time.
We've reached out to David and his reps for a comment, but haven't heard back.
So a little while after this, the LAPD would confirm that they were actually searching the home near the site of the abandoned Tesla, and it was reported that David's actual home was searched. Items were taken from the property, as seen on TMZ right here. There was a search of the home. The police were there, and everything was taped off. It was looking like a nice crib too. You know what I'm saying? Them songs were doing well. Now, the backlash has begun. Interscope has pulled all promotion for David amid the investigation. Interscope Music yanks all promos amid the homicide investigation. He essentially was announcing that his new project, Withered Deluxe, was out on September the 19th. Don't know if that was that's going to drop. I don't know if it's time for that. But his home was searched. They did look into his crib. They searched the place. They were all up in his business. And just trying to get to the bottom of this, man. So there's still there's been a whole bunch of things that have been coming out since then. People are saying that his music streaming numbers have actually gone crazy. He's the biggest gainer on Spotify's global top artist charts, jumping 63 spots to number 90. Romantic Homicide is the biggest gainer on the global Spotify chart. It's up 102 spots to 42 with 2.157 million streams. It's number 13 on the Spotify chart with 849,000 streams. So essentially, a lot of people have been wondering, why hasn't he been arrested yet? All right, why hasn't he been arrested yet? And somebody did a whole breakdown here and essentially kind of like broke this all down. and basically gave their reasons as to why he might not have been getting arrested yet. It says, "Hi guys, I'm an attorney. I don't practice criminal law, but I got an award for criminal procedure, so I'd like to think I know a thing or two. I practice civil rights laws that involve lawsuits against police departments and all of that stuff." So he says, with this case getting so much publicity, there's a lot of pressure on detectives to get this right. That means being thorough. So before you can make an arrest, you have to have probable cause that the crime has been committed. You have to back that up with evidence which the DA will present to a judge. And if there's anything wrong with that evidence, the case could get dismissed. It says they definitely have David under surveillance so he cannot leave or hurt other people, and he was probably told not to leave the country, which is why his tour was cancelled. But the police are basically doing everything perfectly so that they can actually get him and they can ensure that he can't really have a defense and get the case dismissed. There's so much of this evidence. I mean, look, it's nearly 2 hours I've been talking about this, right? So if it's taken me this long to even just put together this little breakdown for you guys, imagine the police actually having to find the original sources for every single image, every single thing that we've covered. They can't just throw a bunch of screenshots from Discord without verifying their sources. They're probably going to subpoena Discord and all that kind of thing. So they need to confirm things like there's the true cause of death. They got to determine whether or not he should be charged with murder or dismembering a corpse. And then if she was murdered, when did it happen? How was it premeditated? They need to put together every alleged element of the crime to charge him with. You can't just say he looks like he did it. A couple of songs, that ain't really enough, all right? So the fact that they were able to obtain a warrant for his electronic devices and his home, particularly if blood evidence claims are correct, it means a judge agreed there was reasonable suspicion to believe a crime had been committed in the house that he was renting, or at least that a crime occurred, and the home and the computer contained evidence related to that crime. This is a strong indication that an arrest is to follow. They aren't going to release any information until that happens. However, they don't want to startle David into running, fighting, or hurting himself. I know it's frustrating because it's obvious he's responsible, but they can't rush this. He indeed did cancel his world tour, and I believe that he did actually give comment. So he would release an official statement on the investigation. He was linked to a homicide investigation. The body of the girl was identified by authorities. David was currently on tour throughout North America and Europe for his debut album, Withered, and remained silent about the investigation for the most part. But David's team have released a statement about the incident. A spokesman for the 20-year-old told NBC News that he had been informed about what's happened, and although he's still on tour, he's fully cooperating with the authorities. So that's it, all right? He's apparently cooperating with the authorities. I don't know how far that's going to get him amid everything that people are saying is going on. But the last thing that I wanted to touch on before I wrap this up was just this clip that's been going around. They're saying that this man was one of Celeste's teachers, and he actually spoke to the classroom about how she ended up getting allegedly groomed on social media by a famous rapper and losing her life. But this was kind of crazy.
Hold up. That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper, that they were like blackmailing him, all of this stuff. And then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media. Let me tell you another story. Hold on.
So, look. This situation is so dark, it's so twisted, it's worse and just more messed up than any drill gangster rap murder story that I've covered in the past, honestly. I really hope that, we can actually see a resolution to this. Just for the record, Celeste's family have actually started a GoFundMe. So if you want to go and pull that up and donate to it, they're trying to raise $20,000, and then they're nearly there. They only need about $2,500 more. To help lay her to rest. So this says, as you may know, she was identified as the body found last week. She was a beloved daughter, sister, cousin, and friend. Her family is heartbroken and devastated by the tragic loss. Seeking help to lay her body to rest. Funds for the funeral, if you're able to donate, greatly appreciated. And this is just really sad. You know, no parent should have to bury their child. And we're gonna have to wait and see. But the way things are looking with all of these little tidbits of information, these little facts, things from Discord, some of these lyrics, some of these videos, the whole white rose concept thing is just very damning. So we're gonna have to wait for more information to come out. But honestly, everyone's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But me personally, yeah, well, yeah, David, yeah, time's up, man. Time's up, buddy. That is not gonna run. So yeah, definitely gonna be a wild ride for David. I don't want to say what I think's gonna happen, but what I think is gonna happen, I think something will happen. Bruh. He knows he's cooked. I done seen a dozen videos about this going around. I haven't seen anything get as in-depth as I just got in this video. But I already was thinking he was cooked. Now I've seen everything that I've broken down for you guys in this video. It's over with. Who knows what he's going to do? Who knows how long it'll take the police to pull things together for the investigation? If they're going to make an arrest? A lot of variables at play, man. So you kind of probably know what I'm inferring. But I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to be following this story closely. I'll be coming back to you with any updates, any facts that I've got for you. It's absolutely wild. Very sad story. Rest in peace to Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Really sad situation. And just very twisted. And just goes to show you, man, it doesn't matter what genre of music you make. People try and make all these little comments like, oh, drill music, gangster rap music, that's making people violent. This is an R&B singer, crooner type guy, okay? And if these theories that are going around are to be believed, this guy done worse than all of these killer rappers that you can usually talk about. So that doesn't make it okay. That doesn't make it any comparison. It doesn't make any kind of murder of any sort acceptable or okay. But this is particularly heinous. I think this is really sad. And I think there's just no place in our society for this kind of thing. So I'll keep you guys updated on anything else that comes of this one. And yeah, just really, really sad story all around. So sad to hear this news. And hopefully that there is going to be justice for Celeste. Catch you in the next video. Thanks.